Well, here we are again. Let me start whooping up my soap. I got my Paladin soaking in the old Crystal Skull. Dump that water out. I got put way too much because why not? Not Paladin. Who's them guys in New York City? New York City. Get a rope. If you know, you know. Pasteur's Apothecary, drug shop, whatever it is. I've never been there. My wife has actually been in the store way back when. She was in New York for business, and I was newer to wet shaving. And this was before they even had much of a website. But just, apparently the one, I don't know what they have anymore. Then they had one huge long aisle full of shaving. So like huge selection. But the aisles were kind of thin. So she put me on FaceTime. And it's kind of like, what about this way? And she couldn't back up much. So anyway, I didn't have anything specific I needed. I mean, it's kind of difficult as a third party. The whole reason of being there is you could smell the stuff, which would be a great opportunity. Not have to blind buy, but just, looking at it. It's just like looking at it online. So I said, just pick out something you like. And she picked out Taylor of Old Bond Street, Eton College, which I still have, both the soap and spray. Today, so they had 20% off for 4th of July. It's not like I needed stuff, but sometimes that dam bursts a little bit and you're like, I haven't tried anything new for a long time. So the first one, I got it almost all yesterday. I got soap on a rope. It's just showing up today. If you're on the Cadre, check out what's new. It'll be posted there when it shows up. Anyway, Moon Company, Astoria is the scent or whatever. Just briefly looked them up. I've never used Moon before. I'm from Oregon. Astoria is up in Oregon. If you look at a map of Oregon, it's like a square with a little boop on the top, and Astoria is at the top of the boop. And in fact, there's even a bridge that goes over to Washington State from Astoria. But that's not why I got it. I mean, getting a soap just because it's got a name because of where you've been is like liking a sports team just because they happen to be geographically close to you, even though they hire people from all over, sometimes the world. Just happens they sign a contract close to you and all of a sudden they're your best buddies. Anyway, let's rub that in a little bit more. Barbara Day would want us to get our sebaceous glands going and lubricating the skin surface. And how does that work? If you've got oil, but then you're putting soap on it, doesn't it dissipate your oils? So it doesn't help? Anyway, I didn't get it because of the name. I got it because of the scent notes. And I've noticed some people get like every citrusy scent they can get. Some people are into the boozy scents or 16 bay rums. For me, it's woodsy scents. Wood, trees, sap, that kind of stuff. I had a super quick shave yesterday. As a result, wasn't the smoothest it could be, which as a result, I've got extra whiskers today, which then makes the shave more fun. And you see, I can take my time today. A little bit of a luxurious shave. Anyway, the scent notes on this were supposed to be like fir and balsam and all of that. No. We've had this conversation before. People mix their soap scents to either please everybody, and so they're very subtle, soft, you know, not offensive, or they're like, this is what it's supposed to smell like, like it or not. That's the ones I like. This is not, this is like that. I guess there's maybe some evergreen in here. One of the last scent notes was supposed to be aquatic, right? Because Astoria is at the same times on the coast, well, the ocean coast, and has on the edge of a river separating the two states. So I'd say it's mostly aquatic, which is fine. I don't hate an aquatic, because I love Tom Ford Eau de Mineral perfume. Love that. But it's just when I'm hoping to open it and get a schnoz full of forest and trees and stuff, and I don't get that. It's a bummer. So in terms of expectation, this was a bit of a bummer. Yeah, I guess, I mean, there is some tree notes and stuff like that. More of maybe more of the needles, but also not sharp scents like the sap or anything like that, and certainly no wood scents I'm not really getting. But that's all right. It did whip up again, this is my first use with them, and I was on a video talking, and the lather was not my number one concern, but it whipped up a decent lather quickly. So, and in the mere seconds before turning on the video, I decided to do research about Moon Soap. I spent a whole 20 seconds on their webpage, which is, you know, much more than we normally do. And husband-wife team, I think, as in many shave soap companies, they started with, you know, other like cold pressed hand soaps and things like that, which, you know, I guess if you're doing it as a hobby, you can do anything for a hobby, just enjoy yourself. That's cool. I don't know anybody why they would get into the business of soap at this point. There's so many people doing it. Unless it's just, you know, like I said, you're doing it for yourself and you want to mess around with scents and it's a hobby, or maybe you're selling it like a local market. Nobody's doing that. And maybe that was it. But like watching Shark Tank and the 60th person to come with some new drink idea. It's like, okay, maybe you want this drink that tastes a little bit different than the 7,000 that are out there, but can't you maybe adjust your preferences just a little bit to enjoy something that's already out there? Especially if you're trying to make a living at knocking out Pepsi Cola or Coke or whatever out of your local vendors. I guess I kind of view it like Las Vegas. If you got money to throw away and it's fun for you and entertain, go for it. But, you know, again, what are your chances in terms of a business decision? That doesn't seem like the brightest venue to go into. Anyway, so a woman was making soaps, husband got into wet shaving, and thought, let's add some tallow soap to our line. Let me try some shave soaps, and there you go. They're out of California on the coast here. And I guess I could make a plug for them. I like their, you know, they kind of have original labels, which I've always noticed. Not any time, but I've noticed that when people use Moon soaps, I notice that kind of old-timey font, and you know, it strikes me, what soap is that? Oh, those Moon soaps. And just for the reason that I said, I haven't tried it yet. There's so many soaps out there. I tend to go with maybe brands that I already know, so you know, it's not the unknown, but anywho, cute family, younger family, 2 kids, so you should support them. That would be my only advice. This is the shave soap is fine. It's good quality. You know, not I was gonna say it's not elite, but it's not dissipating. It's got decent cushion and residual slickness and stuff. So, you know, at that point, then it is scents, right? Scents and label and experience, since there's 7,000 soaps out there. What a good shave. You can read on my journal on the shaving cadre what happened yesterday, but super quick shave. So this is like, it's nice and quiet, and when you just hear the blade and you hear almost every individual, you know, you're near the end, there's not a lot left, and you're hearing every individual whisker. It's just fun, satisfying, right? Because then you go back through and there's nothing there. You know, man. So what's this? Today's Saturday. I'm starting week 2 of being on call. So normally it'd be like, here we go. Now I'm like, okay, halfway through. So let's check the time. I'm okay. I got a call this morning. Then the youngest bought I don't know what you call it, vanity, I guess. No, vanity is where you put the sink. It's kind of I think they're called a dressing table, aren't they? Where it's like or a makeup table where you got the big mirror and lights, and then you got like a desk and then drawers and stuff. She decided she needed one of those, and whatever. Well, once they get their own job, then we start to more feel like, even if I think it's a little bit overkill, because she has stuff that does the job in mirrors and things anyway. It's like, well, your labor, your decision. So anyway, I think she wants some help with that today. Gotta take my daughter for an appointment. I got some chores for Barber Dave I gotta get done. And then Sunday, Zoom call. Cadre Zoom call. Join up, sign up, lock and load, whatever catchphrase. Be there, be square. And then another Drinks and Dave's on Monday. We're pushing it back. I got a meeting until 5. Important meeting, though. Fun one. Actually, very few meetings are fun. We'll see if this one always is, but the last one was awesome because it was very productive. Had frontline nurses involved in the meeting who were active and participating, so that is always the best. So anyway, it's not bad that I had the meeting. It's just we got to push Monday Drinks and Dave's back to 6 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. I think we've done 6 before. We don't have until we're sponsored by a network, we really don't have a set time. You know, we kind of, I don't know that we even planned really on doing Mondays. It just kind of, I think the first one was. And we thought Sunday would be a bit too busy. We were only going to do Drinks and Dave's. You know what? There's lemon. Every other week. But we're enjoying it. So we're doing every week, and we got to build it. Oh, yes. If you are please. If you follow this page, please go over and follow Drinks and Days. Even if you're not going to watch. We just need to get to 100 subscribers so we can go live on that page. That's all I'm asking. You don't even have to watch it. So you should, because it's fun. Man, I would say the one with the coffee guy, our first guest, go watch that. That was super enjoyable, and it was fun to have all the interaction of what we call the barflies, our guests, our visitors that can chat with us live. That was a lot of fun. And I go watch it. You'll hear the story, but I know him from TikTok, and I happened across him doing a live again on TikTok, and was chatting with him, and he was talking about how much fun and we need to do it again, and he wants to show his roasting process and all that stuff. So that's a success if your guest wants to come back. And then the one after that, the one just last week, we had a lot of interaction with our barfly, so super cool. But we just want to shift everything over to that YouTube page. So please help give a man a break. Whatever you want to say. So what do? We did there's lemon. Now it's time. Aquatic, right? There's aquatic notes. This is perfect for this moment of power brought to you by Hombres Barbershop, the sweetest smelling barbershop in Tucson. I don't know. Maybe B Dave. Hey B Dave, have I run through this enough? Can we switch this out with Drinks and Dave's? Can we? I don't know. Offline discussions for the lawyers. That's what that is. And I was gonna, because I have time, I wanted to just relax and have a nice shave today. Let me show you the brush I was using. That's a pretty one. Kind of greeny, speckly palette and brush. I'm gonna do my talc today. I wasn't sure what this was gonna smell like. I almost went and grabbed my Penhaligon's English Fern talc, but I thought this seemed more universal to me. Parasso. It's mint and rosemary talc. Been using this one forever. I don't get to it every day like B-Dave does. I think maybe in the height of it twice a week. Sometimes it's just a few times a month, and I'm doing the talky, that I think about it, and then I'm dry enough and have time. A lot of times I'm a little tacky and I'm ready to get to work. So yeah, that's tacky. And then for the scent, what should we, well, maybe we'll go, I've got all these, if you don't recall, these are called scents of wood, like smells of wood, but scents of wood. I did, and there's how many? There's 5 more on my countertop. But what they do is they make a scent, and then they mature it in some kind of a wood barrel. And so each one of them, I'm going to pick one in the back here, actually, because that means I probably haven't used it for, ooh. All right, well, I said we would. Let's do this one. Let me put on my goggles so we can see what the heck we're putting on. Look how dark this one is, though, huh? This is ebony and oak. So ebony is the scent, and then they matured it in oak. And so there's their label, scents of wood. If you go on my page and you're interested, I've got playlists, and I have a playlist for scent reviews, and you'll find several like this, because you can buy a starter set that had several, and then once a month you get a new scent, a candle, some incense like leaves to burn and stuff. But across the board, my frustration was these don't last. The scent doesn't last on your skin through the day. And what's weird, I don't know if you can you can see, I just sprayed there. It's dark. I mean, it doesn't stay that way. And I'm going to rub. You're not supposed to rub. I understand. You don't rub scents, but my body, my choice. Well, it smells pretty good. Oh, yeah, the dry, oh. See, that's what's too bad. So these are, I don't remember how much the full bottles cost. And these are pretty big samples. You can see that. But for something that like halfway through the day peters out the price that they're charging, that was the whole holdup. And I finally stopped my subscription, because I'm like, I'm never going to buy one. I'm not going to pay, I think it's over $200 a bottle. If, by shortly after lunchtime, I can't smell it anymore. Shabon! Anyway, I think we've run our course. Come join us on the Zoom call. Bunch of great folks. What's his name? Bowtie RN. I hope he's there, because he was there last time, but we were on a plane, so I missed it. And I assume he just likes bow ties, but maybe there's more to that story. So I just want to hear about what's behind the name, and then I get bits and pieces of what he does. I think he's an ICU-RN by what other people say, but he and I have never interacted. So I'm hoping he's there today. I don't know. That's what we got. We got like the Grand Chess Master of Canada. Is he number 2 now or number 1? I thought there was a tie or something. Anyway, he might come on the Zoom call. He's a cadre member. Cool guy. A little quirky, but you know, Grandmaster Chess. No surprise there. Anyway, I'll see you on the forums. Bye-bye.